Happy Tuesday, everybody. So today we're going to do our first official lesson in our My Math curriculum. And it's going to look a little bit different than you might have done in the past. So let's see what we're going to be doing. So first, you need to know that you're going to have a target question in the classroom. So go ahead and make sure you do that. And we've got 8 vocabulary words that we need to work with during this chapter that we need to make sure everybody understands. So let's see what we're going to do today. Oh, how do you find your vocabulary? Okay, so I gave myself this slide in here so I could show you. So I'm going to go ahead and log into ClassLink. And when it comes up, I'm going to look for ConnectEd. ConnectEd is our math curriculum, and that is it's your online one. You actually have the book we're going to be looking at, so you could use that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and open this. Now, mine might look a little bit different than yours because I'm a teacher, so I'm going to have different things, but I'm going to go ahead and I've got a student edition right here. I'm going to go ahead and open up that so that you can see what I'm going to see. So the first thing I need to do is make sure that I'm on the right chapter. So I notice I'm chapter 1. I don't need the am I ready? I need my math word. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And then right over here, I'm going to click on ebook. The ebook is going to open an electronic version of the book we already have. I'm going to show you a couple different ways that you can find your math words, okay? So the first thing is that you have these cards in here. So this one says we got decimal point, decimal, equivalent decimals, expanded form, period, place, standard form, place value. If you are thinking back to your journal, you'll notice the word period is not there. We don't really need that word. It's not a word that's commonly used in math, so we're not going over it this time. It just means like all of the ones, so from 1 to 10 to 100, and then all of the thousands from 1,000 to 10,000 to 100,000. So that's considered a period, but we're not going to go over that word. And then I'm going to turn the page to make sure there's no more. And oh my goodness, thank goodness I turned because place value chart. So those are all of your words. Now these don't have page numbers, so they come after page 4 in your book if you're actually looking at your book, but they don't have page numbers, so I couldn't give you direct pages. So I'm going to really quick kind of show you where you can find the definition. So right over here is the back of a card. I noticed that there's a red and then there's a question in black. The red is the definition. That is what you need right there, the definition. So I'm going to really quick look, place value chart. It should be, I'm noticing it's in the inside of the book. It's not over here on the outside, it's on the inside. So I'm going to turn the page. So I should see it on the inside there as well. But oh my goodness, look. Instead of being here where I think it's going to be, it's over here because it's the back of a card. So that can be a little bit confusing. So if you don't like that, I'll show you some other things you could do. So I'm going to go ahead and click on glossary. And I know, for instance, one of our words was decimal. So I'm going to click on D for decimal. And oh, look at that. It happens to be the first word in the D's. And right there, it comes up. And that is the definition right there. So I could actually go ahead and use that one. But you also have the ability to come right down here. You're going to see that these are page numbers. If I type in GL, oops, I got to take all these numbers out. I'm going to type in GL1 and push enter. And it is going to take me to the glossary pages. So then I just need to turn the pages until I find, oh, there's D, there's decimal, here's the definition again. Over here, this is in Spanish. We don't need it in Spanish. So we're just going to write this definition. So that is 3 ways that you can get your definitions for your math vocabulary, but you can also use your physical book. You have the cards in your physical book, and you also have this glossary. You obviously do not have the digital glossary right up here. Whatever way works for you is fine by me. So you can use whatever you would like. Okay, so now that we know how to find our books, or find our words, I'm going to really quick, notice I've got a little note for myself reminding me, I'm going to show you our 3 tasks. I'm actually going to show you in our math journal. So this should be our math journal. Here's Tuesday. It says definitions. Here's that other page. Now, here is the definitions. Now, this is pretty easy. There's a text box right here. I'm going to find the definition for place, and I'm just going to type it right in here. That's easy enough. Now, matching, I've got all of the words over here, and I've got definitions down here. I'm just going to click, and once I figure it out, I'm going to drag it to the right spot. If I think this one belongs here, I'm going to put it here. So I'm going to just try to find and just drag and drop the definitions for each of the words. Okay, that's on this page. And this last one, your last choice, is finding real world examples. So you'll notice that I did the word addition. That's not one of our vocabulary words. So I just picked a math word that I knew I could find an example of. And over here, I decided, a receipt adds up items. So I've got a picture of a receipt. So all I did to get that was I went up here to image, insert image, search the web, and over here I typed receipt. And I got lots of pictures of receipt. I picked one, this one right here. I clicked it, and I've got to move my picture. I clicked insert, and there it is. Now, obviously, it's super big, so I have to shrink it down to fit and find a place where I can put that. And so you can make your table bigger, and don't worry if it runs off the page. I can figure that out. But you can, figure out exactly what you want for receipt, and you can or for your word, and you can put it right there. So you can find a real world example of place value chart, place value, decimal, equivalent decimal, standard form, decimal point, place, and expanded form. So that is how you do the vocabulary. Go back to our presentation. Once you are done with your vocabulary, you're almost done with math for the day. You are done with your journal, except for you'll go back and you will answer your target question. But remember, this week, Redbird is required for 15 minutes each day. So go back into your math curriculum. If I go back over here, I'm going to click up here. It's going to click on Connect Ed right here. It's going to take me back out to this page, and I'm going to click on Redbird right there and do my 15 minutes of Redbird. You guys did a great job today, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good luck. Don't forget to go do reading as well.